Hello and welcome to my twin flame journey. I am Shine. Pardon me. Um, sorry. Oof, I lost my train of thought. This is going to be the May reading for Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And be sure to check your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus to get additional messages. Also, keep in mind that these readings are general, so take what resonates and leave the rest. If you'd like a personal reading, all the information is below. Please check out the Saturday satsang with the next one that's going to be this upcoming Saturday on the April 28th. You can pose a question to be answered on that. It's, of course, in the form of my advice. It's not a tarot thing, although there is cards in the Saturday satsang, always is. It's whatever Spirit puts out for us to discuss. So Spirit selects the topic. You have an opportunity to submit a question in regards to the topic, and I will give whatever advice I can. So again, check that out, and please submit the comment before or by Thursday. Or Friday, 5 p.m. Pacific time, because I'll be uploading it Friday night. I'll record it Friday night to upload for Saturday. So do check that out. Also, we never mind. I'll say it after. What we have here is what you'll be dealing with for May. This is the why of it. This is advice in regards to it. This is how you're thinking, feeling about it. This is what you need to be aware of, or any challenges, obstacles, things that you need to deal with to help you in the situation. This is the higher message that's involved. You know, what is the main thing that we need to come back to, or to realize, or to understand when we look at the grander view and scheme of things. And this is, of course, advice. And we will clarify with the civilians where need be. And also keep in mind, this is what I was going to say, keep in mind that, you know, I may be describing you, or, you know, actions that you're doing or whatever, or situations or things that are being presented to you. So again, if you know your story, you apply things how they would fit. We'll start off with breathe. Spirit's advice in regards to what you're going to be dealing with. So let us start off with breathe. Patience, waiting, going slowly, wellness, meditation, and trust. Patience in all things is called for right now. What do you need to do when you're in a rush? Slow down, of course. Meditate and trust. Breathe and repeat. Humans cannot exist without drawing breath. Now is the time to allow the life-giving element of air to replenish your body, your being, and your very essence. Stop to smell the roses, breathe in the sunlight, and release the darkness, and miracles will appear. It's my little hamster running in the wheel, in case you're wondering what that noise is. Relationship message. Don't be in too much of a hurry right now. The heart needs time to open. Take a breath and let nature take its course. Release constriction and anxiety, for there is no need for tension. Savor the moment, and the waiting won't prove difficult. Your heart knows what the ego often resists learning. Patience pays off in deep and meaningful ways. Prosperity message. You have worked long and hard. Your dreams are coming to fruition, and you want to hurry things along. You are the slow one, moving languidly, yet still progressing right now, in a rhythm dictated by your authentic nature. the essence of your dream and the will of the universe. Slow and steady wins this race. You will indeed win if you relax, stay the course, trust your intuition, and breathe. Protection message, inertia, laziness, and apathy are signs not of slowing down, but of decay and lifelessness. Wake up and do something to shake this off. Go outside for some air. A walk in nature will remind you that all of life is ensouled and magical. Get some exercise. Move out of your head and into your body and breathe in deeply. Each breath is precious. So whatever's coming in May, keep that in mind. Pace yourself. Be patient with your progress. I'm having trouble talking. Be patient with your progress. You know, they said slow and steady wins the race. If you're dealing with any situation where, because many people are with what the hell? Reconciling. I was going to say reconciliation, and then I was going to say reconciling. But you know what I mean. Understand that depending on how it all went down, what transpired, how you handle yourself in regards to a person you may be looking to reconnect with. Understand that it will take time for wounds to heal. It will take time for trust to be regained. It will take time for love to bloom again, especially if people have been really hurt or whatever the situation. So it's talking about, too, just being patient with everything. Because, again, you can't rush something that needs time to evolve. Now, we have the Chariot, which is a sign of Cancer. We have the Ten of Wands. We have the Knight of Cups in the reverse. We have the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. We have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Oops. And then we have the Sun. So again, I see here a wanting to move forward, a wanting to perhaps travel. And then with the Wheel of Fortune being in the reverse, it's like a delay in that, a delay in, you know, because perhaps you don't have everything you need in order to move forward. Or something is causing some kind of delay for you. That's why they're asking you to kind of have patience with your progress. Because again, if you're dealing with trying to reconcile with someone, maybe your obstacles right now are allowing still that time for that person to heal. Like that's what they said. They said, understand that sometimes the universe throws the blocks because, again, two people have to be ready if we're dealing with a reconciling situation. Now, the Chariot, too, it speaks of spiritual transformation, strength, will, determination, courage. You know, the courage to move forward. It's also about, you know, trying to maintain balance between our light and shadow aspects. not to be, all up and down on our feelings. It's like to try to gain some kind of balance and direction. Um, it's overcoming opposition through confidence and control. It's like, again, being determined, focused, and knowing that whatever you're going through is going to make you stronger. The struggles that you're facing here. It's also a need to focus, to persevere, to have self-discipline. Like if you don't have it, they're saying that you need to have it. To master your emotions and to curb your impulses, to gain control of yourself. Again, confidence, assertion, boldness, like willing to take a leap of faith, to get out of our own way. And again, it could be traveling, needing to travel, wanting to travel. Now, the Ten of Wands speaks about carrying burdens, heavy loads, feeling overwhelmed by what it's going to take in order to travel or to move forward. It's also completions of cycles because it's a 10. So like you're almost at the end. It's like you just got to rip that band-aid off. It's like you're like right at the end. It's fulfillment of a creative venture, a realized dream or goal. Like you struggled through it, and now you're kind of getting ready to see the benefits of it, or this is what you should be focusing on. If people got career things or whatever it is, focusing on our goals, trying to get ourselves whatever we need to get together in order to move forward, to have some focus, being committed. Again, perhaps feeling overwhelmed or overburdened by the responsibilities that are creeping in now, the undertaking it'll take to get from point A to point C, like these kind of things. Or feeling oppressed, even like maybe that you feel like you can't move forward. And you're stressing and worrying about how to make it so that you can. That's what they're telling you. Just breathe, have patience with yourself and your progress. Stress. So this is stress. Knowing it's going to be a lot of hard work. It's going to be hard work to get you through your next phase, but have that courage, have that will, have that determination, and just breathe through it. Now the Knight of Cups in the upright deals with, offers of love. Here comes the knight holding his cup, ready to give you his heart. But in the reverse, it could be a delay in making an offer or feeling burdened. That's why we're delaying, like afraid to put down the sticks, reveal ourselves. It's getting caught up in fantasy and romanticism of life. It's a lacking commitment. So that's why they're saying you need to be focused, you need to whatever, because you're lacking commitment to your path. It's someone who's moody and jealous, overly emotional, jumps to conclusions without the facts. Again, maybe burdening yourself for nothing. It's acting from one's emotions, not logic. It's an initially appealing situation, romantic and exciting, but later turns into something different. It turns into a burden. And you're wanting to move on. You could be wanting to move on from a situation that's like emotionally burdensome. leave something to move towards something else. It's left feeling disappointed. It's wearing rose-colored glasses. Again, maybe we jumped into something without thinking of long-term consequences, and now we're feeling burdened and want to get the hell out of there. Again, realizing things were different than you thought they were going to be. It's also the player card, the Romeo, someone who's, can be like unfaithful. So I don't know if you were dealing with somebody who was like this, or you were like this, and, the burden lies on you to kind of like reveal some things, because we also have the sun here, which I'll get to, in order to move forward. Now, again, this could also be because it's cups. Don't be drowning your sorrows in vino or anything like that, because this also could be, if our emotions are all over the place, we might be looking to drown our sorrows, because we're feeling oppressed, feeling burdened, feeling stuck, feeling like we can't move forward. Don't get too much in the woes. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles, which, it's all in the upright. It's all about checks and balances, planting seeds and hoping to reap the harvest. Oh, hold on 1 second. 1 second. I was like, this isn't this card, as I'm reading the things. That's not, before I even say anything, I know that's not the right, that's the Eight of Pentacles. So that's not about putting in work. What the hell is this talking about? There we go. Seven of Pentacles. In the upright, like I said, it speaks about, contemplating, weighing out the pros and cons, the value of our efforts, assessing things, wondering if things will pay off. But in the reverse, it's a lack of long-term vision, limited success, or rewards. Again, something that turned out differently than we thought, and we're wanting to move on from it. We're feeling burdened. Unwise investments. Knowing when to stop investing. Maybe investing unwisely may not reap rewards. So again, if you're looking to get out of a situation that you weren't happy in, that could be talking about that. Wondering again if it's a waste of time. I mean, you could feel also too like you've wasted time. You've wasted time. You're feeling frustrated and burdened because you waited too long on something, or maybe you fear that you have. Maybe you were not expressing your love. Or you waited too long to express it. The Wheel of Fortune deals with karma. Cycles, karma, destiny, turning points. In the reverse, it's, bad luck or negative external forces, feeling like things are out of control or out of your control. Things not working out in your favor. Again, disappointments, feeling like we wasted time. Or again, maybe was in a situation that didn't turn out the way that we thought. Poor decisions, facing the consequences of our actions and our choices. Feeling helpless. Just trying to find a way to turn it all around. Especially if we're trying to go reunite with someone. It's like trying to find a way to turn things around. Again, regretting perhaps not handling it better before. It's needing to assess your options, to trying to figure out the best way, again, to move forward. Now the Sun is the best card in the deck. It's a little naked boy over here. He's got nothing to hide. He's free as can be. He's letting it all out. It's what I said. It's about being optimistic and free. It's the light, the light that follows the darkest night. It's happiness, our inner spirit. When you're in tune with your truest self, it's strength and purity of spirit, just like you have strength and will to try to turn things around. It's also illumination. The sun reveals what the moon hides. It's about strength, success, radiance, abundance. So this is what we're trying to move towards. Maybe we've gotten some aha moments. We've come to some realizations about some things, and we're needing to release some things that's been weighing heavy on us, or again finding the courage and the will and the determination to carry whatever load we got to carry to turn things around, to head towards this sun. Happiness again. No more wasting time. And again, you went through something karmic, and it's about learning the lessons that were involved in that. And I think that you have, because we get the why things are happening is judgment. It's just like, if I liken it to these cards, it's the wake-up call. The call to action. It's needing to use our better judgment, or maybe we realize we made a wrong judgment. Choosing a path. you know, or because we didn't choose, the universe chose for us, you know. It's, like I said, it's the wake-up call in regards to an ending that happened, or realizing we need to end something and to choose a different path. And we have the Lovers, and you know, this is about making head or heart choices, or choices that are going to affect our destiny. Obviously, and it's about a relationship. Again, maybe a wake-up call because the relationship ended because we were behaving in a way that we was more serving our own interests. Or perhaps we're needing to, you know, if we're leaving a situation, we're needing to figure out a way how to do that, to overcome whatever barriers or whatever point B looks like. And we have Woman of the World, which is someone, it's like the Knight of Pentacles lady, someone who's independent, you know, worldly, can take care of herself. This is also somebody who could be at a distance, city, state, country. And then we have sexual attraction, which is, you know, an attraction to someone or a relationship that we want, because we have trying to have hope here. And we're feeling frustrated. You know, again, frustrated, overburdened. You know, trying to figure out how to move towards the sun here, how to turn this wheel around. Again, trying to figure out how to do it. Because we came to a realization when something ended, or when somebody cut us off, or we cut them off, or whatever it was. We're hoping to fix that. And we have hidden enemy here. And we have abundance, scandal, forgiveness. So again, if we were behaving like the Knight of Cups, and we're the hidden enemy, we're hoping for forgiveness for the things that we've done, or the way we've handled ourselves or treated someone. And perhaps this person we're trying to reconcile with. This is about learning how to be not, you know, to not be our own worst enemy. To again find our strength, will, courage, determination, to go for abundance, to go for what we want, to go towards the sun. You know, to ask for forgiveness again. Or yes, ask for forgiveness. We also have here heartbreak, love, clarity, fame, and greed. So this is obviously, you know, feeling heartbroken and sad because we made a wrong choice. And we don't know what to do to fix it, or how to fix it, or if the person's even going to want us back. You know, we've gained illumination, we've gained clarity, we know what we want now. We might not have known it before, but we know what we want now. And then we have faith, spiritual, solitude, destruction, and doubt. So this again, trying to have faith, trying to have hope, trying to follow your spiritual guidance, or hoping there'll be healing in this situation. You know, solitude reminds me of like the hermit, you know, going within, getting those aha moments, those epiphanies, realizing truths, or things we didn't realize before, you know, becoming honest with ourselves, and again, looking to possibly get out of a situation and go back to another situation, or just get out of a situation and into something better. Spiritual also can symbolize, having a spiritual connection with someone. Again, soulmate, twin flame, discovering that, realizing that. But you're unsure if it's the end. You're unsure if it's too late. Greed. We have Letterato, just again, man of letters, discovering things, realizing, perhaps reflecting on what it is that we want. Or we have realized, again, like I mentioned before, with the clarity. Love, we have Sacerdote, but in the reverse. Messengere, just, message from a distance. Giovine Fanciulla, an attraction to a young lady. So this could be like the woman of the world. Maybe you're waiting to hear from somebody who maybe is no longer talking to you, or you're trying to discover a way to express how you feel towards this person. And the Sacerdote in the reverse. A corrupt man. So again, if we were behaving like the Knight of Cups, we were behaving in ways that were a little self-serving. It says violent too. Violent or corrupt man. Corrupt. Also says legal troubles. I don't know if anybody has any legal troubles, which has been holding up them from moving on or moving forward, whatever that may entail. Maybe trying to be able to leave the country, or it says the law working against you. So maybe that is somewhat holding up your being able to move forward. Or again, we realize our behavior. Hidden enemy, we got suspicion, longings, regrets. There was someone again who's at a distance, thinking on the past. And this is on the regrets, so I guess regretful of the past. Of again, being our own worst enemy. Regretting our choices. You know, or again, regretful of our behaviors, behaving in a way that was, again, more self-serving and not in the best, taking into consideration other people, you know, maybe lies and deception. Again, you or the other person, apply it out how it goes. And we have L'Alegria, which is, you know, friends and family reuniting, having good times, celebrations. You know, maybe regretting losing that because of our behavior. Or again, you or the other person. Hidden enemy. Grand Constellation in the upright is you know, living in illusions, or getting what we want after a long time. But I think that block situation, lack of fulfillment, insecurity, fear, anxiety, humiliation, even. So again, if feeling like we screwed up, you know, feeling embarrassed, you know, because we got to admit to certain things. But, you know, it could be, again, fear, anxiety of, let me see what that's so speedy in reverse, if there's anything else. You know, maybe fear, anxiety of reuniting with somebody that we don't trust. I said, apply it as it goes. So spirit in reverse, unstable situation, ups and downs. Something that needs clarifying, an explanation. You know, explaining ourselves. Fear of explaining ourselves. Fear from stepping behind the curtains. But we know that we need forgiveness, so we're looking for forgiveness. And in order to do that, get what we want, we're going to have to do that. You know, but there is some uncertainty here in regards to how things will all play out. Now, how you're thinking and feeling in regards to the situations. We got patience. Maybe you're worrying again about time. Is it too late? Or are you wondering if we allow a little bit more time, will this person not feel this way anymore? You know, we got the dark-haired woman, so this person all in her feelings. Or, again, this could be you, all in your feelings. Hoping that time will heal the wounds. Or you're trying to be patient in regards to a situation. We got some communication. So again, maybe somebody's waiting to hear from somebody. Maybe they're afraid to reach out and waiting to hear from somebody else, and they're thinking, oh, maybe if I wait, you know, it'll fix itself somehow or whatever, or knowing that we're going to have to communicate with somebody, that we're having fear and anxiety about it because we're fearing the worst. We're worried about, you know, how we're going to be received. And we have the brown-haired man, so this is either the person you're dealing with or you're the brown-haired man, afraid to talk to the dark-haired woman, who is probably the woman of the world. We also have the master. It's kind of like the King of Swords, you know, using logic over emotions. It's also mastering oneself, getting oneself together, getting oneself in balance, figuring out what we want to do, how to proceed, getting over our fears and worries, and knowing we got to open up and talk, release our burdens so we can move forward. And it kind of reminds me too of the Emperor. It was like the Emperor and the King of Swords combined. But I think it's about somebody wanting to get overcome their fear of communicating. Because whoever's in this situation is definitely they're not happy. There's definitely regrets here in regards to choices that were made, waiting too long, behaving in a certain way that kind of we ended up shooting ourselves in the foot, ended up backfiring, you know, potentially lost somebody because of the way that we were kind of handling things. Coming into those realizations, those epiphanies, you know, knowing what we want now, knowing that we messed up, or again, you or the person you're dealing with, and wanting to somehow fix the situation or figure out how to go about our next steps, or getting out of one situation and moving towards a new path, a new, you know, knowing that a choice has to be made here. Now, let's see. Master, we got the consolation prize. This is the things not working out the way that we want them to. Let me check what the reverse is. Hold on. And then we have Lenemica, but in the reverse on the master. Kind of fits with the dark-haired woman. Communication, we have feeling stuck, feeling we're in prison. Again, it's kind of like the Eight of Swords. This again, not knowing what to do, how to do it. Or maybe again, there's been blocked communication, and people have been talking, and there's like a fear of reaching out because we kind of don't know what's going on or how it will be received. Mercante is the merchant. He deals with contracts, you know, agreements, negotiations. In the reverse, he's not so swift. It's kind of a shady person. Again, maybe fearing revealing these truths, fearing revealing our deceptions or manipulations, or, because I'll read what my content says. Hold on. Communication. Brown-haired man, we have Il Vivido. It's the widower. It's someone who's regretful of the past, living in the past. Oops, that's too many. We have hope also on brown-haired man. And then Viaggio, but in the reverse. Viaggio is like the travel card, like the Chariot's like movement. It kind of reminds me of the Six of Wands too. It's like Chariot, Six of Wands mixed. This in the reverse, so it could be like a lack of progress. Unable to move forward. We're trying to have hope that you can. You know, some things might be playing a role in the delays, or why you can't do what you want to do at this moment. Constantly to suppress problems caused by excessive ambition. Again, self-serving things. Downfall, ruin, a breakup due to lack of common interests. And then you have the Lenemika there. So again, it was probably a breakup and a dissolution of a relationship due to some behaviors that ended up bringing it to its demise. Again, maybe wondering if the person has some spite towards you. The Master is also somebody who can be a bit abusive, mentally, verbally, emotionally, financially, whatever it is. You know, that could be also a reason why, you know, someone's behavior played a part. And the Mercante, so I get that too. Shady dealings, illegal financial activity, shady dealings, work problems, bad handling of money, impractical use of money. Again, there's some regrets here about some choices that were made. It's kind of left people in a stuck situation. General incompetence, lack of skill, inability, shady dealings, feeling stuck, perhaps lacking what we need. Also, you know, bad handling of our finances. You know, this is on communication, I think. Again, maybe stuck because we don't have the funds to do what we need to do. That's another reason why we might not be saying anything. You know, but there's anxiety and worry. The Vivido. The Vivido in reverse. Difficult old man. Difficult, mean old man. It's also traumatic loss, mourning, grief. Now this is on the brown-haired man. That's where the bad news comes in. It's like worry, grief, sadness, you know, about the past, about our choices, about how the hell I ended up in this situation, or I wish I wasn't in this situation. How do I get out of it? How do I fix the mess I've made, maybe? Trying to have hope. See the Viaggio. Where's the Viaggio? In the reverse, positive change, progress, evolution, or slow development, or slow movement. And maybe you're hoping that there's going to be progress. Hoping that there's going to be positive change. But maybe things are happening too slow. And that's why they're telling you to breathe. Let things unfold, and you know, and when the timing is right, I suppose. And you have here what you need to be aware of, or what challenge you may be dealing with. It's the Diamond Dreamer, material wealth and true prosperity, as well as the Lady in the Mirror, reflection and non-judgment. When the Diamond Dreamer arrives, he represents a successful manifestation of the unseen into the material. Be sure you truly want what you think you desire, for this ally will commit to getting it for you. All manner of conditions will flow around you. Messages from Spirit will serve to guide you towards achieving your heart's desire. If you want a house, you'll be led to it. If your priority is a new job, with the right continual steps, you will achieve this. If you desire a more harmonious relationship, the measures needed to create this will be obvious. Project finally pays off. Material gain and a positive financial shifts may also be on the way. You will indeed see the tangible results of your ambition. The Diamond Dreamer also serves to guide you to the appropriate choices so that the unseen is awakened to move mountains on your behalf. Positive communication is now possible in all your relationships. So you have over here communication. So they're saying, if you got something to say, you better say it. And the Lady in the Mirror. Or be willing to receive some communication you might get. The Lady of the Mirror. The Lady of the Mirror is both ally and challenger, asking you to see yourself in the mirror made by the events in your life. She represents the powerful force of the law of attraction and reminds you that what you are is what you attract. This isn't to say that you need to blame yourself for inviting transgressions, or if you find yourself a victim of a big picture event, say a war. This is a distorted interpretation of this law. Certain events are fated to test our faith. Remember, find yourself within the web woven through your life, your relationships, opportunities, desires, seeming failures, and successes. Observe how you've responded to life's challenges, great and small, and be aware of what is familiar in the present. Release all judgment and accept things exactly as they are with love. The Lady of the Mirror asks that you honor every part of your story as essential to your highest unfolding. Can you see yourself as being exactly where you need to be on your path? Do you love what you see in the mirror? Can you perceive your part in your reactions and the motives behind your current inquiry? You will find your answer in a thorough and honest self-appraisal. So this is, of course, about taking a look at ourselves. And again, we are where we are because of our choices. and realizing why we make the choices that we make and why we keep finding ourselves in the same situations over and over, just with different people. What's the common denominator there? It is you. So obviously, there is something within you that is causing you to make bad choices, to self sabotage. Is this coming from a place of low self esteem, of low self worth? Do you have, what did love look like to you as a child? Are we imitating what we saw? Are we pushing away real love and going instead into karmic situations, or ones that just, meet needs and fill voids, and so that we don't have to deal with ourselves? um, Now it's about taking a good look at the role that you play in your life, how you show up, how do you treat yourself, how do you treat other people. What is your perspective on things? Do you always look to blame everything outside of yourself for your current situation? Or really is it about choices that we've made? And again, holding ourselves accountable for where we are, and knowing that the power lies within you to make different choices, to be a co-creator, not just sit there and allow life to happen and then blame everything for why things are. It's like, well, you need to get up and you need to show up and you need to put in the effort into yourself if you want a different outcome. You got to change the stinking thinking. You got to think more positive. You got to find some courage. You got to believe in yourself. You got to love yourself enough to put in the effort, to go for your dreams, to become a person of integrity, of honesty. Know what you want, and know what you don't want, and act accordingly. Not settling for things out of fear. Again, not entering into unfulfilling situations based out of fear or need. Because again, we're never going to be happy, because no matter where we go, there we are. It's us that needs to deal with us. And once we do that, once we look in that mirror, we can then see that we have more control over our life than we give ourselves credit for. And that's when the real change begins. It begins within us. And again, all is a lesson. It's all karma. It's all part of your path. It's all part of your growth. So live and learn, and try to do better. Be better from here on out. Don't sit all in the regrets. Because then you can't change the past. You can only change your future by what you do in the present. So do whatever it is that you need to do. Now the higher message involved here is God. I step out of the way and surrender any need for control in order to make room for God's healing love to flow through me in this situation, and to have faith. I have faith in God to heal this situation. And then we have truth. I am lovingly honest with myself and others. Again, embodying the truth. Becoming an honest person, having integrity, knowing again what we want, what we don't want, realizing the truth within ourselves, our own roles, our own actions, holding ourselves accountable for where we are, situations we find ourselves in. It's again realizing the truth and handling it all with grace. I am filled with the same beauty, poise, and divine perfection as all of God's creations. This, of course, is about being gentle with ourselves, living and learning. Try to handle the bad times with grace, and also have the courage to move forward and to persevere. What did I have for you? Let's see. I marked them off in the book. Faith. The question that you're asking involves a situation that is testing your faith. Nonetheless, this card indicates that the more faith is needed, everything will resolve itself in a divinely ordered way over time, even if presently no solutions are in sight. Prayers are often answered in the unexpected ways, as will be the case for this situation. Leave it to the hands of God, who in his infinite wisdom already knows how to resolve everything. God, Mother Mary, and the angels can see your future, and it is bright. Have faith, dear one, so that you can enjoy each precious moment on your path way to your beautiful tomorrow. And God, you've prayed for help, and now it's time to allow heaven to assist you. God's love and wisdom have always been available to you, provided that you're willing to trust His divine will. Release any unhealed components of your relationship with your Creator to Mother Mary and the angels in favor of developing a closer and more trusting one. This may require tremendous faith on your part, especially if you can't see a solution to your present situation on the horizon. This card indicates that you've been approaching the situation single-handedly, trying to anticipate and control the outcome by yourself. Anxiety comes from distrust in divine order and timing, along with disappointment when other people don't follow your plans. Surrendering your need to be the scriptwriter helps you relax and actually get better results. God has room to heal you in the situation when you allow Him to be in charge. And grace, you receive this card because Mother Mary sees your graceful beauty and she wants to help you to see this in yourself. This is a message about increasing your self-confidence and sense of self-worth. As you feel better about yourself, your actions will shift in positive ways, which will create a healthier climate for you and your loved ones. Today, envision how Mother Mary would handle each situation you face. Emulate her composure as you gracefully embrace everything that comes your way. Your grace will naturally exude a magnetism that draws wonderful people and experiences to you. And the last one, truth. You drew this card because some truth is being hidden. Most likely, you are the one hiding it from yourself. How do you really feel about your present situation? This card counsels you to take an honest inventory, admitting your most vulnerable feelings to yourself. If someone isn't being forthright with you, you'll know within your heart. The first person who comes to mind is probably involved in this dishonesty. Sometimes people aren't truthful because their fears of conflict make them people please. Other times, dishonesty stems from a lack mentality, arising when individuals believe that they have to take what they want because there's not enough to go around. Or, again, you could be dealing with someone who wasn't truthful, or it could have been you. Take the time to sit quietly in meditation, ask God and Holy Spirit to reveal the truth about your present situation. Although truth has a subjective component and opinions about the same situation will vary from person to person, there's a need for greater honesty in order to heal and resolve the present situation. So again, speak the truth, accept nothing but the truth, live the truth, embody the truth, etc., etc. And your advice is forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. And know that whatever it is that you're seeking is worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. If you're looking to reconcile or leave one situation and something new will come along. And then we have chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. Honeymoon, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. It's like the Six of Swords, moving on to calmer waters, leaving the pains of the past behind, especially if you're trying to reconcile with somebody because there is chemistry there. This is time to have talks and whatever, so forgiving and learning can happen. Do our own self-reflecting, figure out what our role is, hold ourselves accountable for where we are in our lives, the choices that we make. Learn the lessons, make better choices, have faith, have courage to move forward. And then we have getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So again, if you're looking to get with someone, it's going to be a process. Let things unfold naturally. Breathe, get to know each other again, etc., etc. And on that note, my lovelies, I send you love and light. I wish you healing and luck in regards to this and anything else you might be going through. Please like, subscribe, and share if you haven't already. And until next time, take care. Bye-bye.